fight in my life. Trying to motivate myself. Walking 2 hours a day
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Championship Lanes here in Anderson, Indiana for the Indiana Senior Masters event here from Championship Lanes. And Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here in the broadcast booth. Want to wish our partner, Mike Albee, all the best if you're watching here this morning. Mike, a little back surgery last month, and he's on his road to recovery, and we hope to see him at the Indiana Scratch Classic here next month from Lafayette, Indiana. 16 of the top seniors here made the cut this morning, and they're going to bowl a double elimination one-game match, and always extremely exciting. And Chad, one of the big storylines here this morning is one chance here for a repeat winner. Ron Hurt, the only one that has won this event in the past, made the cut here this morning. So Ron has a chance to win back-to-back senior masters. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, he's I would say the odds-on favorite. He's got the experience. He's been through this before. So look for him to make a deep run in the tournament.
Scoring was pretty high on the top side of the qualifying scores. I believe 146 for 4 games plus 146 led the way. Plus 24 needed to make the cut here this morning, and that was I I believe 2 people just missed shooting plus 23.
Yeah, by 1 pin. I saw that last night.
Yeah.
My dad said,
2 lefties made the cut this morning, John Verbiage and Mike Cow. And Chad Swartz is our #1 qualifier here. And he is bowling on lanes 5 and 6.
Starting off on 13 and 14.
Mike Cow here right in front of us on 14. Didn't have a chance to look at all of the matchups here this morning as far as who is bowling who. Give you a quick rundown on what players are on what pairs. We're going to pop up the bracket here.
Yeah, let me bring that up here real quick here.
So,
Ignore everything after this first round.
Yeah.
The Excel spreadsheet's auto-populating. It fixes itself once they put in the scores.
yep, we'll have everything. So your round 1 is the major one, 5 and 6. Chad Swartz taking on Gary Clark Sr. That'll be a tough matchup there for the 116 matchup. On lanes 9 and 10, Jeff Parrish and John Verbiage. 11 and 12, Rick Wollison and Gary Moore. 7 and 8, John Bigham and Jeff Harris. 13 and 14, Ken Thompson and Mike Cow. Ron Hurt and Chris Curry, a battle of guys from Indianapolis on 17 and 18. Ben Caldwell and Rodney Compton on 15 and 16. And John Burge Sr. and Jeff Rice on 19 and 20. So we'll keep popping up that bracket here to show you what the scores and how these matches are playing out.
We have a visitor in the booth today. A fly keeps.
Yeah, we got 42 lane center here and 1 fly in the building. And you know, not to sound gross, I did shower this morning
Well, I did too.
at 4:30
Yeah.
this morning.
It's early day. Hey, as long as it leaves us alone while we're on camera and we're not swatting at it.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember a debate several years ago where there was a famous fly that landed on Mike Pence's head. Remember that? We don't want that happening. We might be the talk of the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah, we'll keep it off the booth camera for a while until
Yeah.
until we can either have it removed or maybe it'll fly away to another area of the center. I mean, this is quite a big place here at Championship Lanes. Dave Small doing a wonderful job with the facility, and obviously got to point your finger to Angie Collip, who the person in charge here. She does a phenomenal job, and she loves hosting these events as Mike Cow comes in light and leaves a washout split. Now the left side played a little bit harder because just as we know, Chad, less traffic.
Yep.
It takes a little more time to open up the pattern, where the right side has a lot more traffic. Nice shot there from Ben Caldwell to your right.
Yeah, it looks like you're on the left side. You don't want to try to cover too many boards.
Chad Swartz here, spare strike. Gary Clark starting with the double. Gary Clark, a lot of people don't realize, Chad, there's tournaments up in the Valparaiso area, and they're run on late nights, Sunday nights, I believe. And Gary Clark, I believe, has the most wins in that series of anyone.
Wow.
So Gary is a very capable bowler here, pulling the upset. Looking around, John Verbiage now with the front 2 against Jeff Parrish, who is clean through 3 right in front of us.
Great to see John back out bowling. He was he out last year, knee?
Yeah, had some knee problems, had knee surgery. Back, he bowled quite a few stops on the PBA Senior Tour. Oh, and he slaps out the 6-pin. You know one thing John's going to do is he is going to play straight and firm.
Yeah, which could play very well for him on this condition. I think for the left side, you got to keep it simple.
All right, Chad stayed clean here on 3 and 4. Now Gary Clark on lane 6 here, working on a double. Comes in light, almost the bucket. 2.45. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you saw that, Chad, but the 5-pin slid over in front of the 8. They're going to have to respot the 5-pin. Gary Clark going for the spare, and he chops. Takes the 2-4 off the 5, open frame in the 3rd. And anytime you get into these events with the Masters in the name of the tournament, you know it's going to be a little bit challenging. Obviously, the seniors not as hard as the Indiana Masters that will take place in January of next year. Always challenging, though. You're going to have to make good shots.
Yeah.
Spares are going to be critical.
Well, it should be challenging. I mean, not too hard, not too soft, kind of somewhere in the middle. Make them earn it. And whoever wins today is definitely going to earn it. It's going to be interesting to see how they change throughout the day.
Now, Gary Clark, who started out with the first 2 strikes, now staring at back-to-back open frames with a big 4 split here in the 4th. All right, this will go by really quick. In about 3.5 hours or so, we'll have a champion crown here at the Senior Masters here from Championship Lanes. And local guy Jeff Parrish here with the strike on lane 10. Championship pair lanes 9 and 10.
I don't remember Jeff made a run at this last year.
Yeah. I think he was down to the final 4
at least, yeah.
3 or 4.
Yep.
He was right there. Might have lost in the finals of the losers bracket. I'm not sure if he lost the round before, but I know Aaron McCormick was right there. I believe Aaron McCormick knocked him out. Oh, what
nice
a shot.
Yeah, and he knows the center well. It's his home center.
That I tell you, can play. You know, people will say, is there more pressure? I think there's a little bit of an advantage.
For sure.
You know the quirks of how the center plays. Each pair plays a little bit differently. Each end of the house plays differently here at Championship Lanes. And
well, you get to sleep in your own bed.
exactly.
You know what the approaches are going to be like, because that's always something that, you know, going into any other center, you don't know what the approach is going to be like. So, yeah, it's part of the whole comfort thing that you spoke of.
Well, yeah, and you make a great point about sleeping in your own bed, because one thing, guys are, if they go home yesterday, if they have an hour and a half drive in, you know, you're getting less sleep, you're driving, and and you're in your car for a long period of time. You know, now you can just get up in a comfortable time, eat breakfast, whatever that is, and you come to the center and you're ready to go. So, absolutely.
No different than a league night.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. As John Verbic here now with the 4-9 or 4-8. Talked to John before match play started here this morning, and said he just had a hard time getting comfortable. A little bit of out of bounds. Not as much free hook where it seemed like the right-handers could get in a little bit deeper and had a little more room for error. And anytime you have a little bit of out of bounds, it's hard to get that swing loose. That arm wants to kind of help it. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that at times.
Me too.
When we bowl these, you just know you have to avoid that. So that thumb gets down a little bit quick, and you get on top of the ball and you're pulling it a little bit. As John here just to the left of Bigham comes in and leaves a washout on lane 7, and now Verbic here on lane 9.
Ooh.
See, there's that.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, in the out of bounds you're talking about isn't way out there. I mean, he got that to, 6 or 7 down lane. The shots I've seen him throw good, it's been straight down in there.
Well, and what you look, great cover there by
Yeah.
Mr. Bigham on lane 7.
Oh, a little bit of footing issue.
Well, it's probably a good thing here that they're bowling early this morning. A little bit cooler outside. Actually, pretty cool this morning in the 40s when we got here. High temperature today around 72, 73. Going to be a gorgeous day here in Anderson. Never bodes well for the sport of bowling when it's really nice outside, does it?
No, I mean, when you're a proprietor, you want the rain, you want the cold, you want the snow. Brings people in.
Great shot there from John Bigham, and he stays clean through 6, keeps the pressure on Jeff Harris here on lane number 7 as Jeff Parrish with a solid 10. Several things to talk about here today as really the Senior Masters kicks off our season of live streams, and tons of stuff as Jeff Parrish just missed the 10 pin. Big mistake there right after John Burbidge opened.
Little fun fact before you go on. So I'm looking at our chat here. Everybody that's joined us, thanks for joining us. But Pickled Pretzels, you can read what he said, or you have it up on your iPad about the King of the Hill tournaments.
Yeah, that's correct.
John Burbidge is second with 14 titles.
King of the Hill tournaments at Inman's, and Gary has the most titles at 15, Burbidge with 14. I knew Gary had quite the record in those King of the Hills. And I appreciate the update there. Actually, I just appreciate someone supporting what I said. You know, I always love it when I'm not right very often. So I appreciate the information there to qualify my statement.
Yeah. But if you are wrong, it's always appreciative that, you know, you're corrected. We do want to give good information.
Absolutely. Well, and I've known Chad Swartz for I don't know how long, and I've been mispronouncing his last name for probably 10 years.
He gave you a piece of paper I saw this morning with the correct.
He spelled it the way it's supposed to be said, so I appreciate it. Chad, a heck of a player, and picked up a tough spare there in the 6th, and he's in a dogfight right now. 6-pin lead for Chad over Gary on lanes 5 and 6. So. And Jeff Parrish, after the missed 10-pin, comes back and spares. John Burbidge now with a spare after his open frame in the 7th. And John Bigham and Jeff Harris are in a battle here right in front of us on 7 and 8, but our attention now turns down to 13 and 14.
A little bit slower pace down here.
Yeah, guys in front of us are already into the 8th frame. They're just now getting into the 6th and 7th frames down here on 13 and 14. And some guys are a little more deliberate.
And that's okay, yeah.
Yeah, one of our favorite all-time players, Vinny Atria.
Oh, yeah, very deliberate.
Was very methodical in his approach to bowling, and he wanted the match at his pace.
Yeah, we always said that we're on Vinny time.
Yeah, could you imagine Vinny in his prime and now E.J. Tackett in his prime, those two bowling a match head-to-head? Because E.J. is absolutely one of the fastest players you'll ever see. He grabs his ball, he's on the approach, and he's going. Vinny, on the other hand, he just
takes his time.
Yes, and it would have been an interesting dynamic there when you think about it. Oh, Jeff Harris right in front of us with a solid 9. .145 in the 7th frame for Jeff 132 in the 7th frame for John Bigham. So,
John's got a strike in the 8th.
oh, Jeff Parrish with a stone 9 on lane 9 after a double. Huge break right there for John Verbiage. As Gary Clark strikes in the 7th. A lot of stuff going on here. Some good matches right here in front of us, Chad.
Yeah,
Looking
for sure.
look like Rick Wollison is in a dogfight too as well.
Oh,
As he comes across the head pin on lane 11 with a split right through the face. Now Jeff Parrish, 164 in the 8th. And John Verbiage can take the lead in the match with a strike in the 9th. Gary Clark comes in high there. 3-pin. Oh, what a shot by Jeff Parrish.
saw
Harris
that over
there.
Yeah, right here in your part of your screen.
You know, we were talking Cowboys. Jeff and I both a Cowboys fan. It's Dallas.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely interesting, isn't it?
yeah, Dallas, and it's been rough for us fans
Yeah.
here in the last 30 years. Hard to think 30 years. Now John Bigham here on lane 7, working on a strike. Oh, what a shot. This is coming right down to the 10th frame here between Jeff and John as Gary Clark marks in the 8th. That's 120 in the 7th. Just a 5-pin lead for Chad Swartz here in round number 1 at John Verbiage with a bucket. That's the thing right there. If you get it a little quick or get it a little left, it does not want to face up.
Especially with John's speed, that plays a factor as well.
As John Bigham comes in light, he almost leaves. He leaves the bucket minus the 4-pin. 2, 5, 8. Good cover there by John. Chad with a 10-pin.
Good job.
5 and 6. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've
They're
been
kind of
tough pairs.
Especially 3 and 4. We've seen over the years.
Open frame for John. 187. Now Jeff just needs to get a good count here in the 10th.
Tough.
4-pin lead for Chad here, working on a 10-pin.
You don't want to
makes it.
You don't want to lose this first match because it's a long road to get back to the championship.
Oh my goodness. The 5, 10. And a strike for Jeff, and he'll advance into the winner's bracket. And that's the thing. Like with John, there's so much ball speed there.
Yeah.
And if he's a little firm, it won't read down lane.
Right.
And that's when you get that kind of a leave.
Oh, we got
Good
it.
cover.
Picked it up.
Well, that's going to make things much more interesting here.
Yeah.
He needs
Really
to
tight.
fill 10 here, and that would force Jeff Parrish to get 19 in the 10th frame. Jeff misses a little right, 1, 2, 4, but that match is already done. It's Chad with another 10-pin here on lane 5. Lots going on here, right here in front of us. Some really compelling matches. Oh, solid strike there. Now, tell you, anything less than 8 on his first shot in the 10th, Chad, and John Verbiage will win this match. So, first ball count matters here in this match.
Nice shot.
And a strike will do it. Boy, just Nothing fancy there, but Jeff
No.
just doesn't seem to be like there's no nerves there.
Mm-mm.
It's just like, hey, I'm just throwing a ball here. Great way to, great disposition to be in from that
Yeah.
standpoint. So. All right, Jeff Harris wins 212 to 187 over John Bigham here on 7 and 8. And Jeff Parrish now is going to shoot at least 2-teen here with a good score. John with a really good, solid 202, just the one open frame.
And that match down on 13 and 14 is a blowout right now. Looking at the scores.
And Gary Clark coming in a little heavy, fortunate to leave just the 4-pin. And this match is going to come right down to the 10th frame. Gary had a chance to shut out Chad there with a double in the 10th. Now he's looking at 180 with a spare and a strike.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of close matches today.
Well, and as a player, when you're down here on 5-6 or so, you're just trying to get off the pair with a win and move on to another one. Just not a real fun pair to be on at times here down on this end of the house.
Yeah, you almost have to go in with the mindset that I'm not going to strike a lot on this pair, so I need to cover my spares, and maybe I'll get lucky and just throw a strike here and there. But
Yeah, you're looking to manufacture a double.
yes, and then hope your opponent doesn't figure it out and string a bunch.
Yeah, and Gary right now the only one to double, but he's got 2 open frames in his match. That's going to come in high too. Ooh, fortunate. Oh, what a break. That is a huge
Yeah, it
break.
is.
That could have been 6. 180 finish. Now that forces Chad here to get 18 in the fill. So he needs an 8 count right here to have
It's no gimme.
anything less than 7, Chad, and he does not advance into the winner's bracket. And as we know, you want to stay there as much as possible. Comes in high.
Oh, he got 8.
Oh,
but it's a
that's
split.
A split.
Oh,
Boy,
he's got to make it.
the 410, and he must make it. I was just talking about how difficult Gary Clark is. Such a solid player, and he was going to give Chad a dogfight, and that is not going to do it. And
Number 1 seed.
Gary Clark defeats Chad Swerts 180 to 170, and Gary will stay in the winner's bracket.
I'm surprised by the scoring pace. You know, looking at yesterday's scores and looking at scores here this morning, quite a bit lower.
Well,
So far.
they were on the fresh.
Yeah.
If you looked at the scores, games 2 and 3 really started to spike.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
As the pair started opening up a little bit. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what they had going on last night, so if they double stripped or whatever to get the house pattern off, or if they had nothing last night, I don't know. But you'd have to think that anytime you strip and oil it a lot, you're going to have
Sure.
the back ends are going to get a little bit tighter. But
And these are going to transition different because you only have 2 on a pair versus they probably had 3 or 4, maybe 5 yesterday. Depending.
What a second round losers bracket match here between Chad Swerts and John Burbidge. Good friends here from the same region, finding themselves bowling to keep their tournament hopes alive.
This will move along pretty smoothly.
One thing I do like, everybody starts at the same time.
Yep. They
So
all know where to go next.
nobody's way out in front of the other. So.
All right, that concludes the first round. Everybody wants to make their way to their second lane. We'll give you just a couple of minutes here to move around. Get started in just a couple minutes.
And we'll update the bracket. We'll show you the bracket as it happens. We'll get that. So a lot of the matches down on 17 on down, we can't see.
No.
Obviously, Ron Hurt down there. We don't know how he's done. Ben Caldwell, Mike Cow. Jason Lowers down there. So we have a losers bracket match on 5 and 6. John Bigham and Rick Wollison.
All right. If you want to go up and hit your check marks and reset your scores.
Gary
and
Clark
we're ready to start
Sr.
second round.
and Jeff Parrish on 7 and 8. Jeff Harris.
No practice.
Start off here on 9 and 10.
Jeff Harris here on 9 and 10. And I apologize. Some of these bowlers I'm not familiar with. And I always said the beautiful thing about these jerseys that have your last name on them, it's for
awesome.
they're for announcers.
Yeah.
Well, we know he's a Green Bay Packers fan because he's got a Green Bay Packers polo on. I'll give him a little bit of slack for that.
It's just another iconic franchise like the Cowboys, right?
Yeah. Well, one of the first ones in
Yeah, ever.
NFL. So, founding father, they say. And John Burbage bowling his good friend Chad Swartz, and he starts in with a light swisher for a strike. So
And it's going to be tough. One of these two guys are going to be eliminated. I mean,
that's
both
just
great bowlers.
yeah, it's just how things work
Yeah.
out. And I'm sure neither one of these guys want to bowl the other.
At least at this point in the tournament, right?
All right, we'll watch this shot here on 9 and then see if they have the bracket updated. Comes in light, leaving the 2-4.
Looks like maybe it has been.
All right, let's pop that baby up when you get a chance. We'll go over scoring.
Curious. That looks right to me. Ron Hurt is in the, if this is correct.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's go over the
switch it
first
up.
round, and then we'll get you.
There's our bracket.
All right,
Now we're
so
just looking at round 2 to ignore these future rounds and the names.
so Gary Moore is bowling Jeff Harris here on 9 and 10, 15 and 16. Kent Thompson and Chris Curry. So Chris Curry defeated Ron Hurt 230 to 216. Ben Caldwell over Rodney Compton 232 to 154. And then John Burge Jeff Rice defeated John Burge 194 to 168. So there's your winner's bracket. And then as we scroll down, so we got Chad Swartz and John Burbage on 11 and 12. Rick Wollison and John Bigham on 5 and 6. Mike Cow, Ron Hurt on 19 and 20, and Rodney Compton and John Burge Sr. on 13 and 14.
Actually, I don't know if this is right. Because 5 and 6 is, wait, yeah. One pair over, Chad. We're good.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah,
All right.
we're good.
All right, Jeff Harris starting with the strike here on 9. So let's get back to the action here.
Go back to 5 and 6. Where you want to go?
Let's go 9 and 10.
9 and 10?
Let's go a winner's bracket here.
9 and 10 it is.
Jeff Harris and Gary Moore here on 9 and 10. Jeff starting out with a double. Why don't you tell them too, Chad, how they should be able to follow scoring on the team app?
Oh, yeah, they can go to the team app, follow the scoring there. I don't know if they have the bracket updated. I'm going to have to look. But if you go to the team app and search Indiana State Masters or Senior Masters. I think it's all under the USBC though.
Yeah.
You
And
can
then
see
they have a tab for the U.S. or for the
each
Senior Masters.
Yeah, each tournament. They do not have the bracket, but you can look at yesterday's scores and see who's in the top 16.
Okay.
But
They normally will, at some point, post round-by-round
yeah,
scoring.
let me see here. There's
As Gary Moore just missed a 10-pin.
yeah, last year's round by round scoring was there. I don't know the oil pattern. They did not post it this year.
Boy, and John Verbiage and Chad Swerts are in a
Tough
heavyweight battle here. Front three for John, and Chad has the front two. As Jeff Parrish just missed another 10-pin. Boy, those single pin spares will come back to kill you in some of these events.
That's for sure.
Cannot miss single pin spares as Gary Moore now leaves a 10-pin. Fortunate just to leave that. Chad
First big
comes
mistake.
in light, leaving the 2-10. And Ron Hurt last year, here's an interesting note. Myself and Ron Hurt in 22 and 24 won through the winners bracket. I don't know if Ken Galitsky was a winners bracket undefeated player or not, but myself and Ron Hurt both were undefeated in those 2 years.
I think Ken. I want to say he was a winners bracket.
I can't remember
I
if we
can't
had
remember either.
two games in that match or not. I was thinking that he might have been an undefeated player too.
Jeff Parrish with another open. Not a good start for him. He's at spare, open, and an open over here on 7 and 8.
Jeff Harris with the front four. And he's probably thinking, you know what? I like this 9 and 10 as Zach Spencer here nicely hands me over my sheet, gives me our bowlers on where they're at. Some of these players I don't know, not familiar with, so it's always kind of nice to put a name with the player. Gary Moore bowling Jeff Harris here, and Gary Moore has got his work cut out for him as Jeff off to a fast start. And Chad Swerts with back-to-back opens after starting with the front two. And our number one seed, Chad, is in big trouble. And John Verbiage right here in the fourth could really put the hurting on Chad.
Yeah, when you see your opponent go back-to-back opens like that, you kind of relax a little bit.
Well, and you have to think, you know, he's going to look back at that as John comes in, washes out.
Yeah.
He's got to be thinking about his match with Gary Clark here at the very beginning where he just couldn't get anything going. He had a chance to win the match.
You're right.
It was in his hands. Didn't execute the shot that he wanted as Gary Moore again leaves a 10-pin, but he's fortunate to leave just that. And what's going to end up happening here when his match with Jeff Harris is Jeff's going to get more and more and more comfortable as Gary Clark opens in the fourth. And a good
Jeff
cover
covers
there for John.
For John. Sorry, I said Jeff.
Now let's see. We got 13 and 14 is a losers bracket match. Let's head over there real quick. We'll come back to Jeff Harris and Gary Moore here in a second as we have Rodney Compton and John Burge Sr., the local product, John Burge. Matter of fact, for us, John, we go way back with John.
Yeah.
He bowled in I think he bowled in the very first
He did.
when it was the Nirvana Family Restaurant Open in Lafayette. So John has been around for a long time, still bowling and bowling well, making the cut here at the Senior Masters.
I don't remember which year, but he won it one year, didn't he?
No, John's never won it.
Oh, I thought he did. He bowled in almost every tournament, though, didn't he?
He bowled the early ones
Okay.
when it was Nirvana Family Restaurant.
I didn't know if he continued. Such a long time ago.
Yes. Want to thank everybody for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. We are the official voice of all of the Indiana State USBC events. Would like to thank our sponsors, Brunswick, for the latest releases and product information. Like them on Facebook at Brunswick Bowling or go to brunswickbowling.com. And also don't forget their other brands, Ebonite, Hammer, Track, and so many great bowling balls that the brands make. Matter of fact, some new releases too. A brand new Black Widow just came out. So, and a new one from Ebonite. So a lot of great products out for the brands of Brunswick. Also, Mike Alby's Arrowhead Bowl. Bowling games, billiards, birthday parties, corporate events, and more. What are you waiting for? Arrowheadbowl.com. And A1 Automotive. Keep your vehicle running like new. A1CarDoctors.com. Want to thank all of our great sponsors for making these events possible. And again, we have a full slate of bowling action coming up here. Our next event will be at Mike Alby's Arrowhead Bowl in Lafayette in November 1st and 2nd at the Indiana Scratch Classic. And again, that tournament has always delivered dramatic results. It seemed like the last 2 or 3 years,
Been very good.
It's come down to the 10th frame.
Yeah, and it's an Indiana State event, but it's open to anybody. So you're out there and you're interested in bowling this tournament, you can go to the website and join us at Mike Alby's Arrowhead Bowl. It's a fun tournament, challenging, and it's unique. You know, they do the elimination finals where they're cutting half the field every game, or it's like every 2 games, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, 2-game total pin eliminator style format. Much different than what you see here at the Masters as Chad Swartz goes up high again on a strike, and he just can't get anything going after the double to start the match. And open frame here, and you could pretty well start the car, unfortunately for Chad, as John has 3-bagger spare strike through 5. Gary Moore with the strike. Jeff Harris's run ended at the 5th frame, 7 spare strike in the 6th. He has a comfortable lead over Gary Moore, up 39 pins right now.
You can just see it on Chad's face, all the disappointment. He knows.
And Gary Clark with a nice little trip here in front of us, rolls out the 2-pin. And yeah, you're right. You know, when you're the number 1 seed, there's probably a little bit of internal pressure, right?
Sure.
You feel like you're the favorite. You're locked in. Anything can happen in these matches.
It's a terrible feeling when you're lost, you know, especially in that position.
And Jeff coming in light. Really, neither guy can get anything going on lanes 7 and 8. As John Verbic strikes off to your left side of your screen. Now Rodney Compton here with a strike in the 5th, but he is down 22 pins. He can cut it to 12 against Jeff Rice. Just enough paint on the pin there for Jeff Parrish as he spares.
Ooh.
Rodney Compton with a 2-10 split. Body language tells the story there with Rodney, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Just frustrating and can't just seem to get anything going. As Jeff Harris strikes after the open frame in the 7th. Big frame here, Chad, for Gary Moore. Let's switch back over to 9 and 10 here real quick. As we have a really big shot here in the match.
Yeah, it can really cut into this lead with a 3-bagger here.
Well, he can get it down to 15 with, or 25, and then down to 15 with a double here. So a couple of big shots here for Gary.
Nice shot.
Great shot there as he trips out the 10-pin. So right now, just observation, 9 and 10 looks like a pretty good pair right now.
It does.
Jeff Parrish had a really good look on that pair. And now we got Deadwood here. As Gary had to step off the approach, you wonder if that little bit there, Chad, disrupts the timing of everything, right? You're in a nice little rhythm.
Yep, that's what I was just thinking.
He's looking to go right back up on the approach.
Right.
Now he's got to wait for the pin to be.
Yeah, you get in that rhythm, especially when you're stringing strikes, and then that happens. But sometimes it's beneficial, like if you're kind of amped up and maybe have a little bit of nerves, it gives you a chance to relax a little bit too.
Well, we'll see what happens.
He got right up there and go. It went. That looks pretty good.
Oh,
Nice
and he
shot.
trips out the 10, and we have a match here on 9 and 10. 15 pin. Actually down to 5. He actually took a 5-pin lead,
You
Chad.
did.
Now Jeff Harris can take the lead back. Wow, what a change of events here on 9 and 10. Big shot here for Jeff. Comes in light.
Oh, get out of there, 5-pin.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
The 5-pin moved.
And that's going to be out of range. Oh. Whoa.
I don't know if that's a break or not, Chad, because that pin moved over quite a bit.
Yeah, it did. Now he's going to get it set right back in the 5-pin spot.
But, man, Jeff was in full control of this match early.
Opened in the 7th, which was a split. Now he's got another split.
We need the 4-5 spotted on lane 10. And Rick Wollison is going to win and knock out John Bigham from the Senior Masters. And Rick's going to advance into the losers bracket. Gary Clark here staring at a split, and he just opened. And he's going to let Jeff Parrish right back in this match.
Especially after the start that Jeff had. Wasn't too good.
Didn't have a strike through 6 frames.
Yeah.
2 open frames now, though, for Gary Clark. This is a huge shot for.
Right off to the left of your screen on lane 5 or 7.
Oh, stone
Great
8.
shot.
Wow.
Let's see how Jeff approaches this spare now.
I think it was a break for that pin to be off spot and swept.
Yes.
Because he would have had to go right of the 5-pin.
And slide that over.
Actually looked like it slid in right behind where the 3-pin spot is. But an open frame, 211 max score now for Jeff Harris. Jeff Parrish picks up his spare, 115 in the 7th. Gary Clark has 129 in the 8th. So really, Jeff Parrish in the lead right now. And Jeff Harris is staring at a loss after looking so solid the first 6 frames.
It's crazy how things change, you know.
Well, Gary Moore had 1 strike through 5.
It
Jeff
goes
had
both ways,
the
yeah.
first 4.
Yeah.
That needs to hook. Ooh. Oh, wow. 6 count. Terrible pin count there to start the frame, Chad. That's huge in this match.
You know, for Jeff, it's like start off good and turn bad and went directly opposite.
Only 2-pin lead now for Jeff Parrish with a spare conversion, and a tough one at that.
Yeah, it's not easy. Can chop it. Oh, got it.
Wow.
Perfect. Textbook.
He goes solid 8, and then 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 7. All right, Jeff comes in high, 199 finish. And he's not going to be happy with that back 6 frames. 2 opens, 1 strike in the back 6. And
Yeah.
Gary Moore goes strike, 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 frames 6 through 9. As John Verbic is going to advance in their loser's bracket, and our number 1 seed, Chad Swerts, is out.
Yeah, he just did not get lined up on this pair.
Oh, and a light swisher. And 5 in a row for Gary Moore. I'm going to have to say something to Jeff that as soon as he saw Gary Moore with the Green Bay Packers polo on, Cowboys never can beat the Packers.
It's light. Doesn't matter at this point.
Well, he's got the win. Good to see some fresh faces, though, bowling.
Yeah.
Gary Moore, I don't believe has bowled before, or I don't recall.
Yeah, at least I don't recall him being in the match play portion.
Yeah, I don't remember John Bigham bowling before, and so we got some fresh faces here. Always good to see. All right, round 2. The winners will take a break, and we'll have just the losers next round. So Gary Moore will get a round off. Right now, Gary Clark Sr. staring at a 7-8 split. He needs to make this to put any pressure on Jeff Parrish. That's got a chance.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, and he makes it. Nice cover there.
Solid.
That was huge. Now he needs to fill all 10 here for 167. And that'll force Jeff Parrish to get good count and spare and fill it in the 10th. So looks like John Verbic is going to shoot 220. Chad Swerts with just 177. And just like that, Chad, your day is over. That's just how fast these things can go. Gary Clark coming in flush. 10 back, and now it's all about everything in this first shot. Obviously, he needs to mark here in the 10th to advance.
He needs good count, too,
but
if he doesn't strike.
He's coming off a 6-count spare. Oh, great shot. Not done yet, though. Needs 7 pins here in the next 2 balls. This is twice now that Jeff Parrish has had to show up in the 10th frames to win 2 matches here. That looks
good
good
a little bit, but he got it, yeah.
Wow. Nice finish there. Impressive.
Way to come back after that start.
Well, Gary Clark Sr. now will fall into the elimination bracket. And Jeff, with his double in the 10th, will get a round off.
Yeah.
And
you see how that break helps or hurts these guys.
yeah.
Sometimes your thumb swells during a break and the ball feels completely different.
All right, Jeff Parrish will advance over Gary Clark. Gary Clark still alive in this double elimination format. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the next round here. You're watching the Indiana Senior Masters on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here on Savage Bowling TV, bringing you the Indiana Senior Masters from Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana. The Senior Masters is brought to you by Pinheads Entertainment Center. They have it all: bowling, games, birthday parties, corporate events, and private suites. Go to bowl@pinheads.com. Tim Max Victory Lane Pro Shops. Don't settle for anything less than victory. Locations inside Royal Penn Woodland, Western, and Expo in Indianapolis, and Championship Lanes. Enjoy bowling, games, great food at the premier Family Fun Time Center in Anderson. No matter the occasion, an outing at Championship Lanes is sure to be fun. Elimination round underway here, but bowling fans and bowlers in general, you can bowl in any of these Indiana State USBC events. You have the Indiana State Masters. You have the Indiana Open Championships, Indiana State Youth Championships, Indiana Queens, the Senior Championships, the Women's Championships, the Youth Master and Queens, and the Youth Pepsi Championships, all taking place here in the next calendar year. If you would like for more information on these events and how you can enter and bowl yourself, go to indianastateusbc.org. All right, John Verbiage and Chris Curry, a heavyweight battle here on 7 and 8 right in front of us in an elimination bracket. Jeff Harris taking on Jeff Rice on 11 and 12. Gary Clark Sr. taking on Ron Hurt on, looks like 15 and 16. And John Burge Sr., can't quite see that far down, is taking on Rick Wollison. All the way down, it looks like, on 19 and 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches taking place here in this elimination round. Now you're looking at Jeff Harris here trying to pick up a 10-pin, and does. Just a 1-pin lead, it looks like, for Jeff Rice here to start. Chris Curry with a strike has the front 3 against John Verbiage. And Mike Cow eliminated by Ron Hurt. And Chad, we are down to now just 1 lefty remaining.
Yeah, that's a good shot there. I think John probably has the better line, or the best line of, the 2 lefties. Hard and straight.
Well, he's trying to take the out of bounds out of play.
Yeah.
I was talking to Chad Swartz, and John is throwing a GB5 with about 500 grit.
Wow.
And just trying to get a ball that at least will read, but as you can see, he is playing right up the lane.
Oh, can't see it on our screen, but yeah, he missed left that time. And
where there's just no bounce.
No.
As Ron Hurt way off to your right converts the 10-pin, and now Jeff Rice looking to do the same. And he does. And tie match.
Yeah.
After 3 frames between Rice and Harris. Sounds like a law firm.
It does.
Of course, he does have Brian on the back. He goes by either one, Brian Rice or Jeff. Since he's got Brian on the back, we're going to switch to Brian. Well, I had my jumbo coffee. I'm done with that, so I'm good now.
Yeah.
I'm awake here, just almost 11 o'clock here, Anderson time.
Breakfast was enough for me to wake me up. So
very good. Food always been great here at Championship Lanes.
We always look forward to it.
Yeah, wonderful setup here for us. Hospitality first class as Chris Curry comes in light, leaving the 2-5 here in front of us. And now Brian Rice now trying to convert almost the bucket, 2-4-5, and he chops it off and leaves just the 5. Now Chris Curry here. A couple of hammer staffers here right in front of us.
I didn't think it was going to hook.
Chris Curry, a solid player. It's Jeff Harris way off to your right, leaves a 10-pin after he just threw a strike. You know, and your opponent opens, and you're thinking, boy, if I can double here, I just give myself just that little bit more of a lead.
And that's probably what he was thinking when his actions as he was walking back from the foul line. Is that and then he misses it.
He misses the 10-pin. Now Chris Curry. Oh, great shot there.
This is going to be a really good match right here.
Well, John's not going to give the head pin away too often.
No.
And John's A game is throwing it firm and straight. Now Jeff Harris to your right, trying to get back on the strike train, leaves a 4-pin. Now John, that's high. Oh, that
It's a little bit, but
ball laid off quite a bit
did.
and leaves a solid 8. And that's the thing here too. The pins really sound interesting. And that's all the pin deck too.
Oh, yeah. Angie just told us that Ron Hurd shot 300 that last round.
Yeah,
right?
against Mike
Yeah.
Cow.
300 to 167.
Yeah, I don't think
And-
we've ever had a 300 in any of the Masters, have we?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
first one.
Yep, and that was cleared out on 19 and 20, so that's why really nobody knew it.
Yeah. Wow. Not much you can do if you're Mike.
No.
Just take that one on the chin and move on, right? Tip your cap
Yeah.
as John slaps the 7 out. 99 in the 5th.
Let's go down to Ron Hurt's match. I think we have him down there.
I think he's on 15 and 16. Yep, there you go.
Yep. See how he's doing now. Well, he started off with the 3-bagger.
Boy, look out
Yeah.
if he gets lined up. Obviously, shooting 300, we know he is. The amazing thing is Chris Curry knocked him into the elimination bracket in round number 1. 230 to 216, and ever since, Ron has been on fire.
Oh,
Ooh.
great shot. But he's eventually going to have to come down here. It's a little bit different than that higher end of the house. Where do they usually start changing? I mean, is it like way down there, or
No,
I don't
it
bowl
was
these
like,
tournaments. So.
17 and 18, it starts to transition a little bit. Then it gets much tighter. They hook a lot more down here. Oh, it's Brian Rice with a break. 85 in the 5th. Slight lead for Jeff Harris. Just a 2-pin lead for Jeff Harris over Brian Rice. Now Gary Clark Sr. Again, Gary Clark, he is just, you think, well, this guy's going to be a pushover. We'll get over, and then he just is sneaky good. Comes in light 245 as John slaps the 7-pin for a double. But he is behind 29 pins. All right, Jeff Parrish, Gary Moore, Kent Thompson, and Ben Caldwell, all with the buys.
The highest seed left in the tournament right now is
2 seed.
2 seed Kent Thompson.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 still alive.
2 and 3 in the winner.
John Burge, the 6 seed, still there.
Oh,
That
we got
needs
that
to
way out. Oh.
Yeah, boy, you missed left on the left side, and
Uh-huh.
you're just hoping that you have something you can make. And boy, a ill-timed 7-9 split for John. Now, John has quite a bit of ball speed. He's looking to just possibly knock this one out of the gutter. Oh, he's going for the 9. Couldn't bounce anything as Jeff Harris leaves the 2-8.
Well, he's just making sure, I think, to get 1 since he was on a double.
2:15. Max score for John Verbic. Chris Curry in complete control. Right now, Chris is on a 2:30 pace as Jeff converts the spare. 104 in the 6th. So now Brian Rice with the 1-pin lead. Oh, wow, Chris Curry looks really good. Man, that was a great shot.
He's on a 278 pace right now.
Again, want to thank everybody for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. Indiana Senior Masters here from Championship Lanes. As Brian Rice comes in light. Fortunate to leave just the 8-pin, and I believe that with the spare here, Chad, that's going to be all. Nope, still a 1-pin lead with a mark here in the 7th frame for Brian. As Chris Curry just struck again in the 9th frame for a 5-bagger, and that's pretty much going to lock up the match for Chris.
And we are seeing the scores go up, like you said.
Even with an open frame, he'll be in the 230s.
Yeah.
Most John Verbic can do is 2:15. And again, just no bounce. John just cannot find any friction to have that ball feed off of. Now Brian Rice and Jeff Harris going down to the final 3 frames. Chris Curry will advance in his match. That'll be the end of the road for John Verbic. He'll spare in the 9th. Now, big shot here. 1-pin lead for Brian Rice over Jeff Harris going into the 8th frame. Oh, solid strike.
Yeah, slap that 10 out.
All right, as a player, this is what you want. You want to be able to execute late in the late stages of a game. Now, here's Jeff's opportunity to put some pressure on Brian. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
a solid
it was good.
9.
It was a good shot.
Man. Sometimes that high flush hit, that you'll leave it the 8 or the 9 in this house.
Oh yeah.
I always felt like the light hit mixer was king in this center, the way the pins bounce. All right, now 2-pin deficit now for Jeff. Big shot here in the 9th. Comes in. Oh, pin rolls over. Blocked. I think he would have had that, but a pin came off the left side of the wall and kind of stopped the pin from rolling over into the 4. Still, that match is far from over here. Spare would give him 142 in the 8th. John Verbic strikes out in the 10th for 205. Unfortunately for John, he'd probably win several of these matches here.
Yeah, he would.
But Chris Curry is just lined up.
Yeah, not too much you can do when your opponent's just stringing strikes like that.
just after 11 a.m. here
Yeah, moving
in
right
Anderson.
along.
Moving right along.
Seems to be going really fast. Like it's only been going on just over an hour. We're down to 12 bowlers.
And Chris Curry with the 10 pin, but that is moot as he will advance into the loser's bracket. Now Brian Rice. Ooh, 4 pin.
Okay.
Boy,
He would've-
neither
yeah.
player can really kind of get anything going on 11 and 12.
He would have loved to have had a double there.
Ron Hurt with a strike there. Not sure where that match is at.
Well, let's throw the scores. It's all up here. Yeah, I think he's B bowler, so
Yeah, he is in a dogfight.
yeah, we'll go down there in a minute.
Yeah, we'll finish with this match here real quick. Drama here on 11 and 12 and 15 and 16. Oh, another nice shot by Ron Hurt. Solid player from, I believe, the Greenwood, Indiana area.
He bowls on the senior tour, doesn't he?
Yes, on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And has bowled well.
Uh-huh.
As Brian Rice comes in and strikes, that's going to give him 165 in the ninth. He now just needs to get good count here, and he'll advance over Jeff Harris. Jeff with a maximum score of 192. So actually, Brian needs to strike here to shut out Jeff. Anything less than a strike here from Brian, and Jeff Harris can step up in the 10th frame and win.
Ron's going to go for 239, 238.
Well, Gary Clark can shoot 240.
Yeah.
All right, trip strike, that will do it. Let's go back over to 15 and 16. Brian Rice will defeat Jeff Harris. Any good count, just needs 8 on the fill. Now Gary Clark.
Let me get to the right screen here. I'll get it.
So Gary Clark needs a double here. Double and good count.
He didn't
Nope.
like it off his hand.
Nope, and that'll be enough
Ron
for
Hurt.
Ron Hurt to advance. Gary Clark Sr. is eliminated. 8
Oh,
8 it is, and that is just enough. 193 for Brian Rice, and he'll defeat Jeff Harris. So Jeff Harris and Gary Clark Sr. eliminated here in this round, along with John Verbiage. What we don't know is how the John Burge Sr. match is going on. I believe they're on 19 and 20.
Right. Well, I can throw some scores in here. Let's see. We just don't know who's the A and B bowler is. We just saw John Bull, though. He's got a split, so he is the A bowler. So he's going to lose that match.
He's going to lose. So Rick Woolison is alive, and he'll advance. So, Chad, we're going to be down to 8 bowlers. Half the field has been eliminated now. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the next round. You're watching the Indiana Senior Masters, brought to you by Brunswick, here on Savage Bowling TV. All right. Round 4 just underway here. Bowlers on 5 and 6 are Kent Thompson and Ben Caldwell. Seeds 2 versus 3. Ben Caldwell, the 3 seed. Kent Thompson, the 2 seed. So that's a winner's bracket match. On 9 and 10 on the championship pair is Chris Curry and Rick Wollison. Rick is the 4 seed. Chris, the 10 seed. Jeff Parrish taking on Gary Moore. That's in a winner's bracket match on 13 and 14. And then all the way down on 17 and 18 is Ron Hurt and Brian Rice. And obviously Ron Hurt on fire.
Yeah, excuse me, he's been stuck down there. We haven't really got a chance to see him bowl besides that last round, but he looked like he just buried this last shot in the pocket and left a solid 8.
All right, Rick with a open in the first, strike in the second, now shooting at a 7-pin spare in the third. Chris Curry went 9 spare strike his first 2 shots. Off to our left, Kent Thompson just goes through the face for a 2-6-7-10 split. Ben Caldwell went 9 spare strike. Kent Thompson had gone 9 spare to start his match. And now Chris Curry, who has been on fire too as well. Maybe the only bowler bowling better than him right now, Chad, might be Ron Hurt. And
right.
Chris Curry knocked him into the elimination bracket in round 1.
Yeah, I heard you and Jeff talking, and it appears that they're on a collision course to bowl each other.
Maybe meet again here in the elimination bracket.
Yep. Which would be the next round, it looks like, right? I don't know how.
No,
I'd have to see the bracket because they're
going to face more. They're going to face losers in this winners bracket.
So it'd be probably down to the final of that.
Now Ben Caldwell here with a chance to gain some ground on Kent after a nice spare conversion on the split by Kent Thompson, and Ben misses a head pin right.
And they're on a tough pair, 5 and 6.
It has been challenging all morning. Try to move things around here as we follow along. As Brian Rice and Gary Moore in a winner's bracket, and Chris Curry with just so solid.
Go to that 5 and 6 match here. Seats 2 and 3 bowling each other here.
2, 3, 4, the top 5 seeds that are left. Then you have 7, 8, 10, and 11, and 13. So Gary Moore gets in near the bottom of the cut. He finds himself just 1 match away from a chance to bowl for the championship match. Nice shot there by Ben, tripping the 4-pin out.
As we saw on the regular Masters back in January, February, seeding doesn't matter. We had the 31 versus 32nd seeds for the championship, which Kyle Luckett ended up winning as the low seed.
Now Kent Thompson here on the right lane. Ooh, little flat 10 pin. Off to your right, Rick Wollison now with a double. Down 11 to Chris Curry. Cut it down to 1 with the strike right there. But Chris Curry working on a strike himself here in the 4th. Now 5th frame can go back up 11 here with the strike. As Kent Thompson converts the spare. We're down here behind lanes 7 and 8. Oh, Chris with a beautiful shot in the 5th for a double. As Jeff Parrish opens on lane 13.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a lot of strikes down there on that pair. Can't really see that well.
And Ron Hurt, I think, just left a Greek church.
Yep. Oh,
wow.
gosh. Weird hit.
Is he going to roll it? Oh, short pin.
Slow rack, too. Yeah,
Wow,
almost.
that was a weird hit. Almost a
Yeah.
light pocket 410.
I thought that only happened to us.
That's normally 710s.
Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, I believe in our league play, we bowl on 21 and 22, which is notorious for 710s.
Last time we were on that pair, well, it was last year. I think there were like 5 or 6, 7 pocket 710s on that pair.
Yeah, and we're talking about where we bowl at home in Lafayette.
It's just the weirdest thing.
Not here.
Not here, no.
As Chris just gets enough for the 10 pin.
You don't see pocket 710s here that often. The pins are really
really fly
alive.
here.
Yeah, they fly around.
As Ben comes in high, fortunate to leave just a 3-pin. Well, the pace these guys are going, we're going to be done in time for NFL football on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
These guys are moving right along.
We get home before the 1 o'clock games are over. I like watching Red Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure if I don't get to it on time, I'm starting to watch it by about 3:30.
The early games are the best because that's when the most of the games are on.
Yeah. A lot happens in that last hour, though.
Hey, Nate Heichelbeck in the chat. Want to appreciate or thank Nate for watching. Nate, I don't want to mean anything bad. I don't know how many years you're away from this. Obviously, no one wants to hit 50 by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't want to hit 50. They just told me I had to after so many birthdays. Now Ben Caldwell here. High flush strike. Boy, and this, Chad, has the making of going right down to the 10th frame here on 5 and 6 as Rick marks in the 6th.
Let's take a look at 13 and 14 real quick while we have a minute.
Jeff Parrish and
That's a close match.
that needs to hook, and it does.
Ooh.
Brian Rice doesn't look
He
happy
chopped
with
something,
that
yeah.
shot. Yeah, they're sweeping the 10 off the rack or the deck. Rick Wollison with a strike right here on lane 9 as way over here on lane 5, Kent Thompson goes through the nose, leaving the 3, 4, 6, 7. Lane talk not catching up here too quickly here on our screen.
Yeah, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it catches up right away.
Wonder, do we have it on the right score?
No, I didn't.
No.
I clicked the right. I thought I clicked the right.
Wonder.
right
I'm like,
tab.
wait a minute. That doesn't make sense.
There's the correct scores.
I think we had the 9 and 10 scoring on.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So now Gary Moore with a comfortable lead here after 5. Up by 25 has Ben Caldwell right after another great spare conversion by Kent Thompson. He has made 2 tough split conversions here on lane 5, and Ben splits right after the split conversion as Chris Curry now with a double. 11-pin lead now over Rick. What a match we have going here on 9 and 10. And 9 and 10, lots of strikes here so far in about every match that we've seen.
It's kind of promising. Maybe we could, get some high scores in our final match.
Oh, Ben just
He
whiffed.
missed all of them.
Boy, that is 4 pins.
We'll go back to that match. That is a
4-pin swing right there.
little bit of a breakdown. I think they're having some pins spotted on 13 and 14. He doesn't like it.
And the 6-10 as Rick misses way right. Not sure I call the 1-2-5 very often
No.
on lane 10 as Gary Moore makes his spare.
And really, 1-2-5 is not really an easy spare.
And Ben converts the spare. But now Kent Thompson can take a 9-pin lead here with a strike in the 8th frame here on lane 6.
Needs a hook.
Boy, I'm telling you, 5 and 6 has been a challenge.
Yeah.
Just doesn't seem to have the recovery
No.
that lanes 9 and 10 have, right?
Yeah, you leak it a little bit. I mean, just a little bit, and you do this, but tighten it just a little bit, and you miss the head pin.
Yeah, I don't think
to the left.
I don't think people realize how important topography is. Or if you looked at the topography of 5 and 6, you might have a little bit of a slant the human eye can't even see, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking with these slants that are your really, really small. I mean, I don't even know, like 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. I mean, it might be less than that, but a little bit makes a big deal.
Yeah, and
big
you're probably
difference.
talking a 30-second.
Yeah, 30 seconds
or less, right?
Yep.
But however, it's just enough for the bowling ball to just squirt, what we say push a little bit more, and that's all the difference in the world down lane as Rick opens in the 9th.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, if it's slanted one way, the ball's trying to hook, and it's almost trying to go uphill.
I will say this about Kent Thompson. He has made a couple of really tough splits. He is clean through 9. And now all the pressure back on Ben here in the 9th frame. As Chris Curry comes in high. And Rick was putting his stuff away like he has already been defeated. But, boy, I'm telling you, the 3, 6, 9, 10 is no joke.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shot. As you talked about pins flying.
Yeah, there you go.
Right there was
Prime example.
exactly. Now.
And that's that light carry like you were talking about.
Yes, huge 10th frame here for Ben Caldwell. And a big spare for Chris Curry.
Oh.
And he opens. And I'm telling you, it's
Not
not
easy.
over. It's an 18-pin lead still. But Chris needs to mark in order to shut out Rick Wollison. So anything can happen here. And Ben comes in high, and that's going to pretty much,
Do it for him.
well, he's going to have to pick this up
Again,
and
hard spare. Ooh.
Chris Curry, that's enough.
Yeah.
That'll be a winner for Chris Curry. Boy, when he's needed to throw a strike, he has been able to do it. All right. 3, 6, 9, 10, and
That's just the hardest spare in bowling. It's got to be, right?
especially on hard patterns.
Yeah.
Because you need that ball to bounce off the gutter. And
something.
sometimes you don't have that. And an open frame, 172. Good count here for Kent Thompson, and he'll advance on to the finals of the winners bracket. And he'll take on the winner of Gary Moore and Brian Rice. And that'll be enough. Boy, and when you're Ben Caldwell and you're that close, you're one match away from bowling for a chance to be the undefeated player.
Now he's got to go back to the losers bracket to get back to
Now he's
have a chance to win the title.
Now he's got to win 2 or 3 more matches just to get there.
Let's see what 13 and 14 is looking like.
Well, it looks like that's not 13 and 14 scoring. It's 9 and 10.
Thank you.
Still not.
Yeah, that's 15, 14. See?
There we go. Now it's now it finally changed.
I had it on the right score.
Gary Moore's got to make this. Uh-oh. That is one. We have a chance for a tie.
Oh, we do.
193 final score for
He's got to strike
Gary
out.
Moore. Jeff Parrish has to get all 3 in the 10th to tie. Great timing to switch over here.
And get the right scores up.
Anything less than a strike here, Gary Moore will take on Kent Thompson for the right to bowl for the title and be the undefeated player.
Got to have it.
Oh, 7-pin. And Gary Moore will advance to the championship or the finals of the winner's bracket. The winner of that match will be our #1 seed, the undefeated player in our championship round. Well, he threw a good shot.
Yeah, he did. You want to try to be that #1 seed because whoever you bowl against has to beat you twice to win the title.
Oh, the thing we don't know is the score of the Brian Rice-Ron Hurt match.
What are they on, 19 and 20?
I believe so.
Nope.
Nope, 17 and 18, I
17,
believe.
18. It's hard to see that far down.
Looks like they are still.
Oh, yeah. 205 for the B bowler. And
Jeff is still bowling. Well, I would assume that Ron Hurt. Yeah, Ron Hurt had the Greek church.
Yeah.
Look at that. He goes open, 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 and throws the back 6 for 205.
and wins the match.
And Jeff and Brian Rice was clean
He-
outside of one frame.
Yeah.
And you thought, boy, it was advantage Brian Rice, and he could not finish. So Ron Hurt will advance. All right, that's going to conclude round number 4. We'll be back with round number 5 as the winners will take a round off, and we'll have the elimination round, round number 5, when we come back here. You're watching the Indiana Senior Masters exclusively on Savage Bowling TV. All right, here we are, round number 5. We have just 2 matches. We have Chris Curry taking on Jeff Parrish. And we have Ben Caldwell taking on Ron Hurt. And if you're Chris Curry, who has bowled so well today, the last pair you want to have to go bowl on is 5 and 6.
5 and 6, because he starts off with a
5-count washout.
big washout, yeah.
Oh.
It's the way you shoot it.
Tough break there.
Yeah.
All right. Chad, we're down just to 6 players already, and it's not even
Not
noon.
even noon. Wow. Moving right along, aren't we?
We sure are. We've only been on air for an hour and 39 minutes, essentially.
Yeah.
Now Chris Curry trying to rebound. And he does. I think this pair seems to be a little bit about ball speed. If you're going to throw the ball away from the head pin on the
Keep
right
it soft.
side, you have to have a little bit of a soft speed so it recovers. It'll be real. I would have been real interested to see Ron Hurt having to come down here.
Sure.
Because he hasn't bowled down here at all today.
No, and sometimes it's about luck of the draw as far as what pairs you hit.
Well, eventually if he wins, he's going to come down to this end eventually. Because I believe 7 and 8, or 13 and 4, or 11 and 12 are some of the finals of the elimination bracket, if I remember correctly.
I'll find out real quick because I was just looking at that. So we're on round 5. The elimination bracket, they're done with 5 and 6 after this round.
Yeah, so we have 13 and 14.
Yeah, so you go 11. Next round will be 11 and 12 and 15 and 16. And then the elimination bracket final 7 and 8 with the championship.
On 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
All right. So we're going to go back down on that end of the house. And USBC President Linda Isaacs in the building. Awesome. Obviously, Brian Nunning, who kind of spearheads our initiative of bringing you all of the live action here on Indiana State USBC events, scratch events, and we're all excited to once again be involved in bringing you all the action. Now Jeff, after the spare, strikes on lane 3, and this is a huge shot early in the match for Chris Curry.
Yes, it is. And just watching Jeff, this pair will benefit him because he's playing straight down and in, where Chris is, swinging the ball. And I think for Jeff, this pair is going to be a little bit easier than for him. This is also when we start seeing the pace slow down.
Yeah. Well, you're starting to get into the very late stages of this tournament, and it looks like, great shot by Chris Curry. And it looks like Ron Hurt has the front 2 as Ben Caldwell open, spared, strike, first 3 frames. So Ron Hurt in control early.
Yep.
Now, if you go back to his finish of the last game, that is 8 in a row now for Ron Hurt. Through the back 6 to shoot 205
and
to
stay
beat
alive,
Brian Rice.
essentially. Really, I mean, we had 3 opens in a row before that. Oh.
And it wasn't just opens. Greek Church, Big 4.
Splits.
I mean, it was not good. All right, Chris Curry coming in high, leaving the 3-6. Ron Hurt front 3. And that's the thing, too, for Ben. Ben makes it all the way to the semifinals of the winner's bracket, and you lose, and your gift is Ron Hurt waiting in the elimination bracket as Chris Curry opens in the 4th.
Oh, first.
What
got
a break.
Out of that one. It's like, thank you.
Wow. Here's the thing. You can strike all you want, but when you miss and you get breaks like that, that's how you win events. Because Mike, you remember how Mike would always say he didn't want to see his opponent Ben's looking straight down at the pins, and Mike didn't want to see any breaks that his opponent got.
And Ron celebrated that 10-pin falling, rightfully so.
As Jeff Parrish leaves a 10-pin. Fortunate for Chris Curry here early, because Jeff getting a double there would have really separated himself from Chris early, as Chris has gone open, double, open. I think since his elimination in the first, or I shouldn't say elimination, I feel like since Ron's first loss in round 1 against Chris Curry, he's probably has struck as much or more than anyone with that 300 game. Had a string of 9 right there in between 2 matches. Our defending champion, a threat once again, maybe to go back-to-back. As Jeff Parrish comes in high, 4-pin. Now Ben with a double. Here's a huge shot for Ben right here. He can make it 3 in a row. That's close.
Oh, good shot.
Solid 10. Oh, man, right when he needed one, too. You know, people can say how lined up you are. When I won in 2022 and went undefeated, I had a great look, and you just don't ever take anything for granted. It is so hard to win these things. When you talk about match after match after match, everything has to go your way, good or bad. And bad, I mean your opponent. What does your opponent do? Does he get bad breaks? Can he not carry? And it's just like in that situation right there against Ron Hurt. Ben with a great opportunity to get back in the match, working on a double, throws a great shot, and he leaves a solid 10. It's just, for Ron, that's a huge break.
Yeah, and it's a luck of the draw. So the other thing is, like you said, your opponent, like you're going to run into somebody, you're bowling good, but you run into somebody who's going to throw the first 9 at you, or something like that. It's also all in who you bowl.
Ron with a solid strike, and he's playing really straight.
He is.
He's playing very similar to how he played against Aaron McCormick last year to win it.
That match was a great match. They went 2 games.
Yeah, and Aaron McCormick had a great look that year, last year in this tournament.
Yeah, those are the 2 bowlers that deserved to be in the finals last year. They were both lined up and having great days.
Well, Chris Curry now with a double in the 5th and 6th, and Jeff Parrish in the 6th frame working
Got
on
a
a
hold.
spare.
Nice shot.
10 back. 199 in the 5th. 95 in the 5th for Chris Curry. 4-pin lead for Jeff Parrish. Well, back-to-back 9 spares for Ron. Fortunate that the 4th frame was a 9 spare.
Oh.
And he's not going to get
Yeah, he didn't get out of it that time. Did he throw a good shot, or is it that
I think he liked it. And it just didn't hook. Oh, Jeff didn't like it, and it was 10 back. All right, now Chris Curry with the double after his opponent just doubled in the 6th and 7th. He needs to get one right here. These guys are bowling for their lives. As Ron Hurt missed everything. And that'll give him 124. Oh, Chris Curry with a great shot. Ice in the veins right there. Game is so easy from where we sit in it.
Yeah, it looks like they're bowling on a house shot to me.
Yeah, it's just
because they're striking.
Well, I mean, we have no pressure on us.
No.
We just have to make sure. We had some pressure this morning. We just have to make sure everything turns on, right?
Right.
As Ben rips the rack, and man, he could easily have had a 4-bagger. But now, Chad, he has cut the deficit down to 19. And with a strike here, he can cut it to 9. As Chris Curry comes in and high flush. Boy, Chris has thrown a lot of strikes today.
He has.
Looks like he's throwing the new Black Widow by Hammer. And Ben Caldwell with another strike. And that's just a 9-pin lead for Ron Hurt. And Jeff Parrish now with a 3-bagger, and he takes the lead back. Now he can make it 15 with a strike here. Or excuse me, 14. Oh, what a huge break by Ron Hurt. Wow. Now Jeff Parrish. Solid
great
10.
shot.
Local product right here from Anderson, home center. He has made a couple of deep runs in these events.
Yeah, last year was one of them.
Now, what a break by Ron Hurt, though. That looked like it was going to be another possible 3-7, or excuse me, 2-10 split.
Let's see what the adjustment is here for Ron. If any.
Oh, Moses, 7-10, 7 falls late. Now the interesting thing is, does he have, nope, he has to finish
He has to
on that lane.
At least he hit the pocket though this time. So that's kind of encouraging.
But now
He's
he
gotta
finds
carry.
himself behind in the match. Oh, Chris.
Jeez.
Just so good. Man. Now, Ben easily could have a 5-bagger going here. What can Ben do here under the extreme pressure situation here in the 8th frame? 224 possible for Ron Hurt. Now Ben on a double. Oh, beautiful shot. In our chat, Zach Thompson, Kent is not bowling this round. He's in the finals of the winner's bracket. He'll be bowling the next round for a chance to put himself into the championship match. This is the elimination round, round number 5. Just 6 bowlers remain. Will be down to 4 when this round has concluded. And Chris Curry now, Chad, can pretty much
Wrap it all up.
Well, he already did.
Oh. Ben with
solid 9.
Solid 9, yeah.
Chris Curry already has wrapped this match up. That's enough.
Yeah.
He's in the 240s or 230s. Most Jeff Parrish can shoot is 228. So Chris Curry, with 2 open frames, and now he finds himself in.
And Jeff bowled a good game. He left that 10-pin in the 9th that kind of did him in.
He's in round number 6. So he'll bowl the winner of this match. So we're going to have a potential. So Ben Caldwell makes the spare. And boy, Ben has bowled really well here since the 3rd frame. 226 still possible for Ben Caldwell. Still controls his own destiny regardless of what Ron Hurt does here in the 9th and 10th frames. And that is trouble for Ron Hurt.
Yeah.
He is in trouble. Well, Chad, he got a great break in the 4th frame.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, just hasn't had a good,
No.
the ball reaction has not been to his liking. Another great Senior Masters for Jeff Parrish, the local bowler here from Anderson. Another deep run. I'm sure he's disappointed. Still far from over now, but with Ron Hurt now really needing to force Ben to show up in the 10th frame, needs to double here in the 10th. A 190 or a 2-0 game, and Ben just has to have good count in the 10th frame. So trying to force Ben to mark here in the 10th frame is Ron Hurt. First shot here on the left lane, lane 13.
It's not been a good lane to him. Well, that was a good shot.
That was a good shot. Looked like he softened up on the ball speed.
That's what I thought in the last time over there.
He's shaking his head. I think he has liked the shots that he's made on that left lane. And sometimes things happen, you know, ball does mysterious things. Oh, great shot, 10-pin. 201 with the cover. I believe Ben Caldwell will just need 6 pins on his first shot.
Good count.
And we thought we were going to see, we're going to have
Deadwood.
But I think we're done with that. Are we done with 13? No, I think we still use 13 and 14, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have to get the Deadwood out here in between rounds, but Ben Caldwell just needs good count, and he'll take on Chris Curry in the elimination round.
Yep. We're at 11, 12, and 15 and 16.
Oh, and he got 6.
Oh, just enough.
Boy, if you had to make the spare, you would almost cringe. Happen to shoot at the...
Yeah, to win.
I believe that should give him 192. I think he's got to...
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's got to make this.
He does.
Yeah,
he gets 3, it's a tie.
If he would have got an 8 or 9 count, totally different scenario.
Uh-huh. He gets 3, it's a tie. He's got to make it to win by 1.
Wow. Boy, we spoke.
Well, it'll be more than 1, but...
We put the cart before the horse, Chad.
Yeah.
What does he do here?
Oh,
we have a tie.
9
wow.
to 10 frame roll off.
Chad, if he'd have gone 8-1, he'd have advanced.
Yeah. Austin's down there.
Tournament director now, taking over for I'm going to have to give Austin a little bit of crap on wearing a Green Bay Packers hat as he is tournament director. That is a no-no.
Let's see here. Oh, he's going to put in. I don't know if they'll actually.
He's got to. And they're going to get rid of the Deadwood.
Yeah.
What?
Well, Ron has new life right here.
And boy, if you're Ben, you're absolutely kicking yourself. If you just get 8 count, 8-1, and that would have been plenty.
Yeah.
That would have gave him 203. But when he goes 6 count, he had to make the spare to advance. And now,
there we go.
And the last thing you want to do is give a player as talented as Ron Hurt extra lives.
Looks like they're going to put in zeros for the first 8 frames.
All right, I want to thank our sponsors for bringing the Senior Masters here on Savage Bowling TV. I want to thank Brunswick, Mike Alby's Arrowhead Bowl, A1 Automotive, Pinheads Entertainment Center, Tim Mack's Victory Lane Pro Shop, and Championship Lanes. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here. Round number 5. Extra frames here. 9th and 10th frame roll-off here for Ron Hurt and Ben Caldwell. And if a little bit of a delay here, and I'm thinking to myself, don't want to take too much time here.
No, and I think they're trying to put the scoring up so it actually scores. They don't have to do it by hand or whatever. It's just taking a minute.
As they put them in one frame at a time.
Yeah. As soon as they get that in, I'll update Lane Talk, and
yeah, I want to thank
should be good.
The staff here at
I think we're good.
Championship Lanes. Angie Collop, General Manager here at Championship Lanes. Phenomenal job hosting here, and we're ready for the 9th and 10th frame roll-off here to determine who advances in the elimination bracket.
And did Ron have lane choice? Because he's starting on this lane. Which is the
and he
lane
gets
he
a
doesn't
strike.
like, so
Yeah,
he gets to finish on the good lane.
He definitely did not want to start or finish on that lane.
So Ben had probably a choice and made him start.
Well, if Ben had choice, I would definitely
I would have started the match.
Exactly. I would want to finish on, but he just threw an iffy shot. Maybe he likes the left lane better.
Yeah, that's very true.
And he leaves that one short again.
Ooh.
Well, this 9th and 10th frame roll-off here, still a 9 spare, and you throw 3, you're still going to force Ron to double in the 10th. So
right.
Still a lot of bowling here. Anything can happen. Right now, the 3 bowlers left are Gary Moore, Kent Thompson, and Chris Curry. Boy, and if you just know Ben is just kicking himself for not executing in the 10th frame when he needed it. He had Ron Hurt beat, and you know at this point you have to forget about that, and now you have another job at hand here. And now 10th frame, left lane. Great shot. Now the big shot right here, Chad. This is the big.
Yeah, he strikes here. It forces.
Well, if he strikes
Ron to
here,
double, right?
if he strikes here, he'll have 50.
Yep.
It'll force Ron to double in the 10th to advance. About as quiet as it can be in here. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Does it hook? Does it hook? Oh.
It did. Just not enough energy there.
Well, Ron
carry up to
Hurt
10.
is only going to have to, well, we still have a chance for a tie.
Again, yeah.
He's got to strike first ball in the 10th. And if he doesn't, then he's got to fill with a strike in the fill
Yeah,
in order to tie.
This 10 pin's pretty important because of the.
So much drama in the 9th and 10th frame roll-offs.
All right, here we go.
Ben is probably thinking, why couldn't I have just done that?
The 10 frame.
In regulation, right? Now, all the pressure on Ron Hurt here. But he has all the experience, Chad. He's been there before.
Mm-hmm.
He has bowled a bunch on the PBA 50 Tour. Strike here, and he'll advance.
Oh,
Yeah, what a shot.
pure.
Absolutely pure. You know, and that's the thing, Chad. When you have a good bowler on the ropes, you have to put him away. And this one will sting, I think, Ben, for a while. I think he's going to be – Ben is a pretty level, even-keel individual, super nice guy. But, you know, deep down inside, this one's going to sting for a while.
And for Ron, he got that second chance, and he took full advantage of it.
Well, and big for him to be able to bowl on the left lane to start.
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted any part of finishing on the left lane.
Yeah, and if it was Ben's choice, I mean, Ron's thinking, thank you.
Well,
He hadn't bowled good on the left lane the last half of that game.
well, Chris Curry is waiting in the wings for a rematch from round number 1 in this tournament. And the winner will advance to the finals of the elimination bracket.
And that match will be on 11 and they're in elimination, so that match is going to be on 15 and 16. The winner's bracket final is going to be on 11 and 12.
All right, that concludes round number 5. We're down to just 4 bowlers left. We'll be back for round number 6. You're watching the Indiana Senior Masters on Savage Bowling TV. Back right after this. All right, welcome back here to the Indiana Masters on Savage Bowling TV. Championship Lanes, the host, Anderson, Indiana, the city. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester in the broadcast booth. Mike Albee not with us here this weekend. He's rehabbing from a back surgery last month, so we wish Mike all the best, and hopefully we'll see him at the Indiana Scratch Classic here in just over a couple of weeks. November 1st and 2nd, to be exact. Our broadcast will be November 2nd. Winners bracket here, Kent Thompson and Gary Moore. On 15 and 16 is Chris Curry and Ron Hurt, a rematch of round number 1, in which Chris Curry had won. And right now, I know Ron's got a nice look, but boy, you got to think that the winner of this Chris Curry-Ron Hurt match could be your winner in this tournament. And that's nothing against Kent Thompson or Gary Moore, but these two guys have struck more than anyone.
Yeah, I would agree. I would think that the winner would come from this match down here on 15 and 16. Like you said, they've thrown a lot of strikes, and they're the most lined up, obviously. Oh.
Wow. Mixer 5 from Chris Curry there on.
I think it spun around twice and slid back and forth and did everything but fall.
Gary Moore, right after he kind of threw it out the window, got 4 count, made the spare, and now struck.
My other pick would be Gary. I think he's He's been pretty lined up as well.
I think this shot right here from Kent Thompson will tell you what you need to know.
Yeah.
Kent pulled a really hard-fought game against Ben Caldwell down here. Just kept it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kent throws it well.
And really, you know, to get this far, you've got to be lined up. So we can see anybody win this.
Oh, pocket.
Pocket
7-10.
It happens at this center too.
Wow.
We were talking about that earlier.
7-10. Now Kent Thompson on a strike. Yeah. Kent has got a great look right now on 11 and 12. Really, really rolls the ball well. Boy, and these matches go by so fast, and to get two bad breaks like that for Chris Curry, two great shots, and you're thinking maybe I'll have the first two, and now you're sitting at a spare and an open frame.
Oh, catches a Brooklyn.
Yeah, see, Gary just not locked in. He missed way right. Of course, the autocorrect is to pull it left, and he didn't want to miss right again. As Ron Hurt now strikes, and he's got spare strike working now here.
He's going to take full advantage of that open.
Oh, what a break. Trips out the 4-10. Boy, if you're Kent Thompson, you just, nothing you could do there but just kind of shake your head. And
Nope.
really the most fortunate three-bagger you might have seen here so far. Strike, Brooklyn, and then through the face, trips everything. Now you have to get that out of your mind and go back to what you were doing. Oh, and he is really rolling it well.
Having a conversation with Ron. Heard about something.
Was he missing a
Oh,
pin?
yeah, somebody said something. Maybe was there a 9-pin missing? Maybe Ron told him.
Oh, and Ron chops a spare.
I don't have a.
Boy, if that's the case, boy, if you're Kent, you sure would have liked to have seen that before you threw the ball, especially after you just pure it. I was trying to see on the delay, but I just missed it to see if I could see it.
Yeah. Oh, look. I didn't even ask this time.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and they're freshly baked. I can smell them. I dieted all week for this. Oh.
Well, Angie Collop, the wonderful general manager here, has dropped off a batch of chocolate chip cookies, and man, what are we going to, I mean, my oh my, I haven't even had lunch yet.
This is
That's
our
not
lunch.
going to stop you, is it?
No. I mean, this will hold us over until
you're already getting the napkins out.
Well, Mike's not here, so sorry, Mike.
Boy,
this will.
I need a candle like this.
There's
Boy, does that
Smell
smell
great.
good.
This will hold us over until we get something on the way home.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the match.
All right, Kent now, as Chris Curry just strikes, and Kent Thompson here after the score correction.
Yeah, I think they did determine that there was
Well,
not a 9-pin.
well, I tell you what, it was
Didn't matter.
nine back on the previous shot. It was 10 back on this one.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I could really use having a candle with that scent in it. Of course, Chad off to my right, feeding his face. He can't interrupt his eating, commentating here. Oh, comes in light, and Kent Thompson with a 2.810. Important here just to get 2.
The thing is, these cookies are the best when they're hot, so you can't wait too long.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, they're freshly baked.
You heard it here, folks. If you come to Championship Lanes, you have to get
Freshly
the
baked
cookies right after they come out. Otis Spunkmeyer's, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing about Otis Spunkmeyer, good cookie, their dough is good frozen. I don't know if you're a frozen cookie dough eater.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Is that how you eat it?
I mean, I prefer baked, but yeah, it depends. They say you're not supposed to eat raw cookie dough.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, another trip 4 for Gary Moore, and he has got a 4-bagger.
I'd chop it up and put it in some ice cream.
You know what you do is you take 2 of those and you put a scoop of vanilla in between and have a cookie sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about calories. Now Ron Hurt. Way off to your right. Strike. Hey, we'll watch this shot here from Gary Moore, and then we'll
Switch over to that
switch
match.
over to Chris Curry and Ron Hurt as Gary comes in light,
a little bit light.
2.8, and he almost left a 2.810 like Kent Thompson did. It's like Chris up a little bit here over Ron Hurt.
He tripped it this time.
Oh, snake eyes, no.
I was thinking, not again.
Wow. You and I had the same reaction. It's just like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. And we were just talking about, we don't see that many pocket 710s in this house, and that would have been 2 in one game.
All right, I'm going to take your
They're good.
take your word on warm, fresh cookies. Yeah. I apologize, fans, for eating on my microphone here, but
We don't have smell-o-vision, unfortunately. You have to come try them for yourself.
as Chris
little bit
comes
light.
in light, 4-pin it looked like.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the booth camera now. Oh, great shot by Kent.
And she didn't send us any wet wipes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's like when they're freshly baked, that sometimes they're messy because the chocolate's all gooey.
One of the perks of coming here to Championship Lanes.
Well, we get to do it in March for the Queens. And, no. Yeah, March for the Queens, and then senior state masters.
As you were saying,
January.
as I just got chocolate all over my shirt.
We're going to have to reposition the camera then, aren't we?
Yeah.
Looks good.
Oh, great shot.
Yeah, he does throw it pretty well. Nice strike there by Ron Hurt. Down to just 4 bowlers. The match you're watching is the elimination bracket, Chris Curry and Ron Hurt. Down on 11 and 12. We'll get to that match in just a little bit as the winner's bracket championship match. It's going to determine who's going to the title match. It's Gary Moore against Kent Thompson. Shot by Ron. Good shot. I don't think he liked it too well, but he struck. Watching the 2025 Indiana Senior Masters here on Savage Bowling TV. Chad Lester, Scott Gilmore here in the booth, and Scott is back. Took a little break.
Well, we got a lot of strikes going on
We
right
do.
now. in both matches.
Yep, we do.
Now Gary Moore with the spare conversion, and Kent just made the one mistake, and you know, one
You
thing.
just don't know how to eat cookies.
Well, I should know better than to eat cookies while I'm trying to do this stuff. All of a sudden, I look around and I'm like, all right.
Chocolate everywhere, like a little kid.
Yeah. Note to self.
Oh, another pocket 7. He almost left another pocket 710. That time the 7-pin fell late.
And then at that point, you got to be wondering, okay, do I have the wrong ball in my hand?
Sure.
Or what's going on here? Really, that's kind of has let Ron Hurt kind of back into the match.
Yes.
With that 3-bagger now working. Oh, Kent.
Solid.
Boy, and I might have spoke too soon. Kent looks absolutely
Yeah.
on fire, just sharp as can be.
If he wins this match, he's going to get a little bit of a break. For the elimination bracket.
Solid 9.
Carey has not been at a premium for these guys sometimes on this pair.
146 in the 7th. With a spare, it'll be 147 in the 7th. Oh, and a pin comes over and takes out the 4. Kent Thompson now with a 4-bagger through 9. 246 possible
Yeah, and
for Gary Moore, 255. So far from over here. As Ron Hurt now makes the spare.
1-pin lead.
This will be coming right off to the far left of your screen. Gary Moore, solid 10. Boy, you know, you get a couple of breaks and you make a great shot,
Yeah.
and then you can't carry.
And he knows he needs it because his opponent's on a 4-bagger. This match right here, though, is really close. Good shot.
Just a 1-pin match.
He picked up the 10.
Well, that's going to leave Gary with 226 max score. Right now, Kent Thompson's on a 230 pace. Important here for Gary Moore to strike out in the 10th to force Kent to at least mark in the 10th. And Chris Curry with a solid shot in the 9th. Somehow, some way, these two found themselves back. They've had a really tough battle in the first round, and the same going right now. Huge shot here for Chris.
He likes it.
Oh, and it was good.
Carry that one. But he hit it, hit him light. Good pick up there.
Yeah, but that's going to be all she wrote for Gary Moore. Is Kent Thompson is going to be your undefeated player in the championship round.
Gary's still got another shot. He's going to have to win another match, though, to get back to the championship match to bowl Kent again.
All right, Kent Thompson, your undefeated player, but Gary Moore still alive. He'll bowl the winner of the Chris Curry. Messenger wipes out the 10. Chris Curry flexing for the fans. Oh, my. Well, that's going to – huge shot here, though, for Chris, because a strike here will force Ron Hurt to get all 3 in the 10th.
Yeah, Ron's essentially going to have to match him.
Good time for – fortunate for Ken Thompson. He just leaves
The
a
4-9.
4-9, and he doesn't need to make it. Now Chris Curry, huge shot here.
Would have
Now
loved to
that-
got 9.
Absolutely. Would love to have struck.
Yeah.
224.
Swept it that was the last ball in the 10th. My bad.
Yeah. So now Ron Hurt just needs a double and 8. Boy, double and 9,
Yeah.
forcing him to get all 3. Big difference here.
Yeah. It was good.
Oh,
Solid.
solid. That's the thing about Ron. He's tons of experience. He's bowled a lot. He's bowled professionally on the PBA 50 Tour. And he knows how to perform in the clutch. Must strike.
Oh. It did look like it was a little in.
He knew it was a
Yeah.
little left of
Wow.
where he wanted it, and Chris Curry survives and advances over Ron Hurt. Our defending champion has been eliminated.
Yep, we're going to have a new champion. That was a great match.
224 to 215. When we come back, we'll have the finals of the elimination round. Winner will take on Kent Thompson for the title here. You're watching the Indiana Senior Masters on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here from the Indiana Senior Masters, Anderson, Indiana. Championship Lanes, the host. Finals of the elimination bracket here. Gary Moore, Chris Curry. Winner will take on Kent Thompson for the title. Just underway. First shot for Gary Moore and a strike to begin. Championship pair will be on 9 and 10, 7 and 8 here, the elimination bracket match. Chris coming off a huge victory over defending champion Ron Hurt, 224 to 215. And are you kidding me? Another pocket 710 for Chris Curry. Gary Moore coming off a loss in the finals of the winners bracket against Ken Thompson. 221 to 194 was the final in that match. Excuse me, 221 to 212. My apologies as Chris takes one. 9 count open for Chris. He has bowled well all day, but so has Gary Moore. This should come right down to the wire here. Great match here for a chance to bowl for the title. The winner will need to defeat Kent Thompson twice to claim the Masters. Chris comes in half pocket, leaves a weak 10 pin here, so some adjustments need to be made here for Chris. Sure he will. Spare conversion now for Chris Curry now. Gary Moore working on a strike, frame number 2 here, right lane. Another great Senior Masters telecast here. We appreciate you guys watching here on Savage Bowling TV. And Gary misses a little right. Fortunate to leave just the 2 pin. Gary converts, and we want to again thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Want to thank the Brands of Brunswick for the latest releases and product information. Like them on Facebook at Brunswick Bowling or go to brunswickbowling.com. Mike Albie's Arrowhead Bowl, bowling, games, billiards, birthday parties, corporate events, and more. What are you waiting for? Arrowheadbowl.com and A1 Automotive. Keep your vehicle running like new. A1CarDoctors.com. Now Chris Curry here working on a spare 3rd frame. Oh, he just shreds the rack. Comes in high. And he can't trip out the 4. Split here in the 4th for Chris Curry, 4-10. And Chris will leave both there for an open frame, and he's got to be probably kicking himself a little bit here early in the match. He just gave away 2 pins and count. And now he has 55 in the 4th. And he's got an uphill battle here now against Gary Moore. And Gary just rips the rack for a strike double now. And another rack shredder there for Gary Moore, and he finds himself now with a 3-bagger and a big lead over Chris Curry, and this is the biggest deficit Chris has faced all tournament long.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to definitely facing some adversity here. See how he handles it.
Down 45 pins, Chad, already here. We're just through 5. Great shot there. You know, you can't make up 45 pins up in 2 shots.
That's a good start.
But you gotta string him here now if you're Chris.
Needs a hook. Oh.
Oh, pin off the wall, takes out the 5. And that's all you're trying to do, is you're just trying to show Gary, hey, I'm still here.
Yep, exactly.
You know. He's trying to make Gary's game a little more uncomfortable here. But Gary right now in full control, working on a 3-bagger.
He switched balls. That's not the
Oh!
that's not the ball he was using last match, was it?
I believe so. He was throwing a Venom Shock
Yeah.
early, and now he switched to this ball here. Not exactly
what it
sure
is.
what it is. But unfortunate there. Just great shot.
There's a good shot, yeah.
It leaves a rip 7. And, you know, we talk about how things have to go your way. For Chris Curry, even though it's a mark, you're off the string of strikes.
Yeah.
Both players can almost taste being in the title match. You're this close. You're 1 game away for a chance to win it all. I always felt like this is the toughest round that there is right here. That's a little left. Oh, fortunate
Yeah,
to leave.
knock out that 10 pin.
Just the 4-7 there. 10 pin falls late. But that's what I'm. You're there.
Start squeezing. Yeah, well, the double there by Chris almost just puts the pressure back on Gary, just knowing he has to keep striking because here comes Chris, you know.
Don't want to give anything away here. Good cover.
Yeah.
You know, when
Just
you
keep
miss,
filling frames.
just fill the frames. Make your opponent string strikes to catch back up.
Yeah.
Now, 137 in the 6th. with a strike here, Chris can cut the lead to 22 pins. Oh, and a 10
He
pin.
liked it.
That's the thing. Chris, with the start he's had and then the start Gary's had,
Yeah.
Chris has no room for error.
No,
The margin is thin, and that's going to sweep the 10 off the rack, I believe.
well, it just came down and stopped, so.
Maybe hit the reset button. But his margin for error is so slim. And for him, for Chris, he can't afford to leave 10 pins.
No, he needed to keep striking. It's the
Because
only way he's going to get back into
yeah.
it at this point.
Unless
Unless
Gary makes some
open.
mistakes, right?
But he's not doing that yet, so.
No. And it doesn't look like he's going to. Gary's got both lanes under control here.
He's around the pocket. Now he's almost being iced because he's got to wait.
I always felt
Give
like
him a microphone.
yeah. I just felt like this
There it
is
comes.
just this is the toughest round because
Well, it's a semifinal, technically.
well the finish
know,
ooh,
uh-oh.
That didn't sound good. Okay, now we're the finish line is just down the road. You know, you can just see the finish line.
Yeah.
You know, the cliche one match at a time, but that's how you have to take it. But man, you're just so close, and that's got a hook.
Yeah.
And he misses it.
I mean,
And Chris, boy, you get this far, you don't want to gift wrap. But he's got 3 opens now. Max score only 202. Gary at a 220 pace.
yeah, he's chucking it. He didn't feel like he's lined up. It feels like he's out of it at this point.
You know, and the guy that has a hard time watching this right now is Ron Hurt, who got knocked out by
Yeah,
Krisker.
that's right. I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, it's
Yeah, you just never know. Pair to pair.
luck of the draw.
Oh, and he missed that.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think he's really making 100% effort at this point. You know.
Well, I don't think he was out of it by any stretch of the
No,
imagination.
I mean, you never know what can happen in these next 3 frames.
Well, I know, you know, he needed to string strikes, but still, you go 9 spare, 9 spare. You just never know what your opponent is going to do.
Like almost
Ooh,
7-10,
almost
but like
7-10.
that.
Exactly. But it looks like we're going to have a rematch of the winner's bracket final.
Yeah. Jeff's already putting in the names on the championship pair.
Well, Chris with a max score of only 181.
Yeah.
And Gary Moore is already at 166. And with 2 frames to go, any kind of a mark here and it's over. And that's where, you know, Chris converts those 2 spares. I mean, you just never know.
No, I mean,
because
that could have been a big 4, you know.
I mean, think about this. Gary has almost locked this match up, but he is still struggling with nerves
Yeah.
and not locked in. 182, that's enough. He's already advanced. But if he were to chop this spare, and then you never know the next frame.
And he's going to
Look,
miss,
he's
right?
gonna-
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, he missed.
Chris could have shot 201.
Yeah, and put the pressure on him to
Yeah, I just
spare strike.
I'm stunned at Chris just kind of conceding the match there in frame number 7. Now, whether he did that or not, I don't know. But
it looked like it.
It sure looked like he wasn't. trying as hard as possible, definitely in the 8th frame on the 2-pin or 3-pin conversion. But even then, if he makes that spare and strikes out, he forces, after the open frame now by Gary, to mark in the 10th.
Yeah.
But as it is, Gary Moore will advance to take on Kent Thompson for the 2025 Indiana Senior Masters Championship. We'll be back with the title match right after this. You're watching the Indiana Senior Masters on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana Senior Masters here from Championship Lane. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here in the broadcast booth, and we're down to our final match. Undefeated player Kent Thompson, rematch here in 2 of the previous rounds against Gary Moore and the winner of the undefeated, the winner's bracket. Kent, advantage only having to win 1 game.
Yeah, first of all, what a day it's been. We get to see these guys bowl against each other again. Yeah, like you said, only 1 win, and we have a champion.
All right. match underway here as Kent Thompson starts off the match with a strike. And drama in the previous round as Chris Curry missing back-to-back single pins against Gary Moore. Gary Moore defeats Chris 203 to 159. And I talked to Chris right after the match, and I said, hey, what happened there? And he said, well, he goes, pretty much I ran out of gas. And it's a mental grind. It's a long day. And he had a tough draw as he had to bowl, like he said, Ron Hurt twice, John Verbic, Kent Thompson. He all had to bowl all those guys in his draw. Kent Thompson's the one that knocked him in to the losers or elimination bracket as Gary Moore strikes. And what a day it's been. Just before the 1 o'clock hour. I want to thank everyone for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. We thank you for your time this morning. Football won't be starting here for another 10 minutes, so we appreciate you hanging out with us before the NFL kicks underway as Gary leaves just the 10-pin. Now looking for the spare conversion here. Want to thank Lane Talk for scoring here from Championship Lanes. Lane Talk really involved with the PBA Tour. You can get a lot of cool statistics as Gary Moore misses the 10-pin.
Not a good start. Yeah, it's interesting what you can do with Lane Talk. I mean, all the stats that it saves your strike percentage, spare percentage, how many 10 pins did you leave, how many did you convert. I mean, it's all of that. And it's interesting when they put those stats up of the guys of the tour, from the whole season, or if it's just the U.S. Open, how they did really throughout the week.
Oh, I don't know what. I heard something there in the background.
Yeah, it sounded like
something.
Oh, there's a baby back here. That could have been it. But I also heard something in the back.
Yeah, I'm going to say I heard music or something. I don't know what it was, but it caught Kent's attention here. So now regrouping here. Big shot for him because Gary Moore with the open frame in the second. Kent can really jump out to a quick early lead.
Oh, and that's how you get the 7-10,
yeah.
folks.
Great shot, though, from Kent. And now he could take a quick 32-pin lead here, Chad, with a strike in the third. And right now, all the pressure is on Gary Moore now.
Because he's got to beat him twice.
Exactly.
If he wants to win this title.
Kent,
you want to end this right now.
Yeah, this is a game you can be a little bit loose.
There is another one.
Oh, great shot. Boy, he throws it well.
Yeah, he does.
Now, the pressure really on Gary Moore. Comes in light, leaves the 7-pin, and Chad, he switched back to his Venom Shock. I'm curious to know what ball
that other one
Kent is throwing. Can't quite get a good look at it. As Gary makes the spare. Again, want to thank our sponsors for bringing the Indiana Senior Masters to the internet. Want to thank Pinheads Entertainment Center. They have it all: bowling, games, birthday parties, corporate events, and private suites. Go to bowl@pinheads.com. 10 Max Victory Lane Pro Shops. Don't settle for anything less than victory. Locations inside Royal Penn Woodland, Western, and Expo, Indianapolis. And Championship Lanes. Enjoy bowling, games, and great food at the premier Family Fun Time Center in Anderson. No matter the occasion, an outing at Championship Lanes is sure to be fun. As Gary comes in high, leaving the 3, 6, 10. And Gary's in trouble here, Chad. He doesn't have really the lanes in control as his opponent, who
Yeah.
is undefeated, has started out with the front three.
Well, you got to wonder why he switched back to the shock. Is he thinking, well, this pair's has less, traffic on it, and that's what he used before when, when it was more fresh,
Well,
or just, I don't know.
this pair today, 9 and 10, has had more back end.
Mm-hmm.
The Venom Shock is designed to kind of roll stronger down lane.
Yeah, and he bowled on this pair before too, so that could be a factor.
Now Kent Thompson in full control. Comes in light.
ooh.
Wow.
Light pocket 410. Yeah, it's just one of those things you don't know until you start bowling on the pair because you haven't been used for a while. You don't get any practice shots.
Games go by in a hurry.
You kind of got to just go by with what you know.
Oh,
I thought
good
he had
effort. Leaving just the 10 open frame, third frame. And remember how we said, even as an opponent, you have to have things go your way, and that's for your opponent having a little bit of misfortune. And that open frame kind of just allows Gary Moore to take a deep breath and possibly get himself right back in to this match.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see, and
Now it's going to get interesting.
yeah, 3, 6, 3, 4, 6, 7, excuse me. Oh, and he misses all of them, Chad.
Yeah, it's not good.
And boy, just like that, this match has totally changed. .92 in the fifth frame for Kent.
Oh, he went back to the other ball he was on using 7 and 8, and there
Yep,
you go.
Yep, and
Right
a strike.
back.
And think about this. He is a strike away from taking the lead.
Yeah. New life right here. Doors open. If it's me, when I come off of 7 and 8, I'm probably going to start with that same ball I used on 7 and 8 and then maybe switch after that. That's just how I would have done it, but I'm not in his shoes, so.
Well, and he knows his equipment.
He does, and he knows he's already bowled on the pair, so. That looks good, too.
Oh, solid 9.
Much better reaction, though, with that ball.
Great shot for Gary. Boy, and just at a time when he needed it.
Oh.
All right, good cover.
Can't adjusting some tape or taking some tape out.
Well, he acted like he lost his spare shot off his hand.
Maybe just needs a new piece of tape. You get some oil
Well,
on it.
Well, and as many games as they have bowled, and you sweat,
Yep.
and
Get the oil from your hands. And
yeah, regardless of how clean the lanes may be,
Yeah.
there's still a little bit of stuff on the lane, on the ball. You get that in your thumb hole. So a lot. And as you know, grip is everything in this game.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just, for me, it's a matter of just
The right feel.
taking out the old piece of tape and put another one in, a new one in. Oh,
my
gosh.
goodness.
What a shot.
Light pocket 5-7. That's
After a light pocket 410 on that lane.
wow. And that was a great shot.
It was.
In this house, you feel like, man, that's just going to mix them all up. Now he finds himself in big trouble. And if this match goes 2 games, Chad,
He's got a shot.
Oh,
he
great
got it. Okay,
cover.
Okay.
you know, I'll go back to his game against Ben Caldwell here on 5 and 6, and he made 2 huge split conversions on the left lane.
That's right. I remember.
And that was a big conversion.
Let's see if you can rebound from that.
That keeps him in the lead.
Not like you threw a bad shot, though. Flush.
Oh, great shot.
It just,
Really, the 5-7 is just a huge, terrible break.
yeah, well, even the 4-10.
Yeah, just you feel like you come in light in this house and you got a great chance to strike.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Thompson posted when we were talking about what ball Kent was throwing, and he responded with the torpedo. So
No.
maybe that's the ball he's throwing. I would,
Yeah.
as Gary misses the head pin right.
And if that's, I don't even know the old torpedo, so I don't know if anybody's come out with a ball recently, you know.
Right. Well, some of these remakes are really good. You and I both throwing the Turbo X
has been
from
awesome.
Ebonite. It's been great.
And I thought Kent's got a pulse on the rack there. He was throwing that, I think, over here on 5 and 6. And that was a good ball back in the day.
Yeah, I want to again thank everybody for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here in the broadcast booth. Mike Albee not with us this weekend as he is recovering from some back surgery. And Mike, we wish you all the best. Hope you're doing well. I did speak to him not too long ago and said things are better, and hopefully we'll see you at the Indiana Scratch Classic from your center in Lafayette here in just a few weeks.
Good shot. Yeah, November 2nd. Looking forward to that tournament.
Gary with a strike, 122 in the 7th. Right now, he's down 10 pins to Kent. Kent can make it a 20-pin lead here with a strike in the 8th. Yep, that's the correct ball. Appreciate it, Zach, for the inside information. Oh,
Much
great
better.
shot.
Yeah. He's thinking to himself, like, I got a strike on this line. I got to be flush. And there you go.
Now 20-pin lead, can make it 30 with a strike here in the 9th. And really, this shot right here will force Gary to pretty much strike out here in this game
chance, yes.
to have a chance. Or to at least put some pressure on Kent.
Not much has phased Kent today.
You don't make it this far if you haven't been bowling well all day.
A little bit in.
Oh, great shot. Now he's put all the pressure on Gary Moore. Well, here we go. Must strike situation here for Gary Moore. 232 max score for Kent Thompson. 212 max score for Gary Moore. Oh, and that's going to pretty much do it. 3, 6, 9, 10. The toughest spare that's not a split you can leave. You know, for Gary, great weekend. But,
yeah,
you know, you
really
get
well.
this far, Chad, it's you can taste the victory, right? And you can just you can feel it, you can sense it. It just shows you how hard it is to win. And when you look at these banners in the backdrops,
and he got
great cover.
Yeah.
When you look down there and you see E.J. Tackett, Kevin McCune, Zach Weidman, Jimmy Cook, Gene Perez, Matt Sanders, T.J. Schmidt, some of the biggest names that bowl in this state. and you think I could have my name up there along with them.
Right.
We've always said the money's great, but it's all about the title, the recognition. Great shot there. 192 max score.
And great weekend for Gary. He bowled good. I mean, outside of the open in the second frame, he's bowled a good game. He just didn't strike enough, right?
Yeah, he had the one mistake there. We're in the open frame in the second, but he had a chance there in the 6th and 7th to kind of string some strikes together and just couldn't make the shot he needed. But he's made a lot of those like that to get to this point. But you know, I feel his disappointment. I've been there numerous
4 times.
I've been there numerous times. Luckily for me, I was able to win the Senior Masters in 2022, but I've been second 4 times in the regular Masters, and I feel his pain. It's just, it's tough. As a bowler and a competitor, you just want to win, and 191 finish for Gary Moore. But here we go. The finish.
There it is, the seal of the deal.
Great shot.
Give him that eagle.
And the new banner will have Thompson on it. Your Senior Masters Championship goes to Kent Thompson, undefeated once again. That is 3 out of the last 4 years, Chad. We've had an undefeated champion here at the Indiana Senior Masters.
Yeah, definitely the position you want to be in this type of tournament is be that #1 seed.
What a day. What a weekend for Kent Thompson, your Senior Masters champion.
He bowled the least games out of any of these folks today. They made it this far. I mean, I don't know how many games Gary bowled total, but.
Well, he was the 2 seed in this
Yeah.
event, qualified second, and
now he's going to have to wait
now
to celebrate.
We're gonna ice him on the 10 pin here. Oh, what a day. I tell you, there's nothing better than the sweet taste of victory. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, winning never gets old. And Kent Thompson, from now on, every time he comes to this event, he'll look down on those masking units and he'll see a banner with his name on it. Again, your champion, Kent Thompson, and we'll come back. We'll have the spoils for the victor, the check, the trophy, and a word from our champion. You're watching the Indiana Senior Masters right here on Savage Bowling TV. Welcome back here to Championship Lanes. We're with our champion, Kent Thompson, for the Indiana Senior Masters. But before we get a word from Kent, we're going to have Linda Isaacs, our Indiana State USBC president, with the check presentation.
Kent, congratulations on behalf of the Indiana State USBC on your Senior Masters Championship.
Thank you. Well, that'll spin well, Kent. But before we get to that, Austin Bragg, tournament director for the Indiana Senior Masters, here with the trophy presentation.
I'll just echo what Linda said. Congratulations, Kent, and good luck next year.
Thank you. All right, Austin Bragg with the trophy there. But, Kent, what a day. Number 2 seed in qualifying. You come out undefeated, but, man, what a road and what a great day of bowling.
Yeah, it was tremendous. I lost my mom a couple years ago, so this really means a lot to me. I wish my family could have been here, but they weren't able to. Had some friends here to help keep me calm, keep me focused. I'm just thankful for this event.
Let's talk a little bit about early on in that championship match. You start out with the front 3. You're kind of in cruise control, and then all of a sudden a couple of hiccups. What did you do mentally there to rebound and finish your match out strong?
Yeah, mentally, I just tried to refocus. Jason Hampton was here. He's a friend of mine from Bloomington. He's in my ear. And then finally I just realized, hey, put a new piece of tape in. Ball's just too slick.
What ball were you throwing? We had some people asking.
The Radical Torpedo.
Well, it was a great day of bowling. So now every time you come back in here, you're going to be the defending champion. But how cool is it when you walk in here and you're going to see your last name on one of those banners?
It'll be amazing, especially with the number of bowlers, the names that's on these banners that's out here now. It's just be a great honor to have my name up there with everybody, along with yours.
All right. Well, hey, Kent Thompson, our champion here from the Indiana Senior Masters. We appreciate you watching with us. We'll be back on the air here November 2nd for the Indiana Scratch Classic from Lafayette. Again, your champion, Kent Thompson. So long from Championship Lanes.